you know, how am I going to do offline? IGreg's just like, no, I know exactly how good I am.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You see IGreg calming himself down before the set. So right now, I think one of the keys to success goes on is you can't let Steve build the happy home that he just built right there. Like, once he builds that little Fortress of Solitude, he starts farming up those materials. But IGreg has the right idea, contesting with a non-Levin sword and then throwing out Thunders to poke away Steve.
Yeah, one thing that I feel like probably works, because it works this way for Ness, is that you can probably just throw the Arcfire at the blocks, and I think it'll detonate and just like auto-kill all the blocks and just like make a wall for you.
Okay, now you gotta be scared. Fallen has a diamond, so this dramatically changes your game plan as Robin. Because Fallen, yes, you do have to get out of the corner, but with a diamond on deck, it changes your combo trees entirely. You have so much more guaranteed gimme damage.
Yeah, you definitely do. Oh man, and really just in one advantage state, he's managed to pull it back all the way to his lead. I was just
already almost dead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say what a good job IGreg was doing of not necessarily like ignoring the diamond, but you know, playing around it well to not let him get back in the game. But he just needed that one or two openings. Ooh,
interesting command grab.
That's so good. A lot of people like to kind of crowd Robin.
And Fallen has another diamond.
Of course he does.
The Thoron not even breaking down the blocks. That's something interesting. That's a pretty big commitment in terms of resources, Garcon. So we do need to watch how IGreg is managing his resources. We see that he's almost out of fire. His Levin sword's at about half. And the Thunder is almost gone as well. So this is where the top level Robins differentiate themselves, like IGreg, in their mastery of what elements they have left.
Yeah, I feel like IGreg definitely one of those players who will just continuously lightning at you until you do something about it.
Right.
And that's actually super hard to deal with in a lot of situations. Oh, that would have been a shield break setup though, for sure. That down smash is brutal.
Wow, he is still alive.
Really nice DI. Those 11 aerials do be killing. Oh, that was so smart. He made it look like he was going to juggle the sword and be a little bit fancy, but he just Thoroned him in the face.
And like we mentioned, now it's coming down to the resource management game where fire is almost gone. That's it. There's the book. Throw the book. And IGreg doing such a good job of threatening with safe aerials that aren't too committal on the side of Robin.
Yeah, and it's so hard for Steve to make his way in with his dash speed being the way it is. Robin can just kind of like permanently retreat, and like Steve's shield will die way before he actually closes Robin into the corner. So obviously the option that leaves then is minecart. So that's where we've seen Steve getting a lot of his openings, but I think IGreg's slowly getting used to it. Oh, he missed the dash buffer. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and one thing that we can see right now is that IGreg, I think, has slowly started to chip down Fallen's defense. Fallen, not necessarily playing predictable, but playing in a linear fashion that Steve does have to play.
Yeah, it's kind of like we were talking about, you know, like if your character covers every option but one, then you just have to like watch for that one option, and then you're good.
But Fallen definitely very far behind right now. With IGreg sitting at mid-percents, holding on to that dead Levin sword and a book, there has to be something done or made quickly to happen with this diamond.
Okay. Actually, a little surprised he didn't shield grab that, but I don't know anything about Steve's frame data, especially with diamond.
You know, and the one thing that we've seen is that Fallen has been kind of letting IGreg poke at his shield with a ranged projectile and then immediately run up, grab, and start a down throw chain on him. We've consistently seen IGreg punishing with this behavior, like right there.
Yeah, the L Thunder or Arc Thunder, I think it's Arc Thunder, does like true confirm into grab on block, kind of like that me gunner projectile. So it can be very dangerous if you're not aware that Robin's at that charge state, that you need to, you know, not only block it, but just not even get hit by him. Okay, stepping forward to the F smash though. Very nice call out.
All right, so we have the Happy House, and he's building another diamond.
Oh,
hello.
He's fishing for it. He's been fishing for that all game. Like, eventually he's just going to like hold it a little longer and call the spot dodge or like mix up the timing somehow. Like you feel it coming, you know what I mean? Okay, good spot dodge on that. Even if he did get grabbed after still, like.
Yeah, and what I need to see right now from, okay,
oh,
that's the jab confirmed.
Okay.
So right now, with Robin taking out Steve Garcon, you know, PS2 didn't, it looked like it started off as a great stage for Fallen, but how do you advance from here?
Man, I don't know. I almost feel like the Mega Man could come out because IGreg, oh, the hero, okay. So this used to be his anti-zoner character before, and I hated everything about it, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, Fallen's hero is definitely something not to sneeze at. But IGreg already making sure that he is not allowed to menu fish on him.
Yeah, that's definitely the most important thing about playing against hero as a zoner. Like, the reason he does so well in a lot of those matchups is because the zoner is just going to, like, sit there and charge their projectile.
Whoa!
Oh, okay, close, close. Did he catch him? Oh, pretty close. But yeah, a lot of zoners are perfectly happy to sit there charging their projectile.
Okay, killed by the Levin sword.
Really great stuff so far.
Again, we have to just give tons of props to IGreg and how nuanced they have their gameplay. Yes, I know people say like, oh, it's a matchup check. But if you know this prominent player lives within your region, you have to do some research into how to stunt their offense.
And I mean, this, oh, okay, he gets him with the grounded hit, doesn't break the shield. And you know, like you could certainly say the exact same thing about Hero anyway, in terms of being a matchup check. Definitely lots of requisite knowledge there. But okay, he's got the bounce now. Life gets a lot harder for Robin actually. He only has to worry about the A button unless he gets put in disadvantage.
Yeah, but again, that Levin sword can't mess around with it now, and IGreg has such a dominating lead right now. The only spells we've really seen Fallen go for are the Thunderlance, that level 2 side B, and the Kaboom a couple times.
Yeah, he's done an insanely good job denying menu this game. That's by far the hardest thing for most zoners to deal with.
Okay, now we have Hero with a buff. This radically changes Fallen's approach strategy, and IGreg is doing such a good job stuffing out the He might have been dead there.
Oh my gosh, dude, Kaboom is actually the most DLC move on that entire menu.
Yeah, and one thing to take into account is that IGreg is on a fresh second stock, and Fallen is fighting for his life right now.
Okay, Robin kind of turning the tables for once. Normally they're the ones that need to be worried about their spell resources, but he's saying, I'm just going to keep throwing Arc Fire here. Oh!
That's it!
Huge confirm. He went for that the game before, he just missed the dash first.
Yeah, and you know what? I think overall, that was a very, very well executed game.